Cancer, hi. This is your August 1st through the 15th reading. So far, Cancer, the first message I get is to be true to yourself. Your current situation right now is that you are focused on a recent either ex-partner or past partner. For a majority of you. A lot of you are up in your thoughts or up in your head about a certain situation and about a certain person. A lot of you can't seem to get your mind off of this person no matter what you're doing. They seem to control your thoughts, your emotions, your happiness. You're trying to create plans or thoughts how to fix this, how to get back together with this person. It's just that you feel at a loss. You feel like your hands are tied. You don't know how to undo what's been done. I feel like too that a lot of you Cancerians, this wasn't your doing, meaning you didn't cause whatever upheaval became of the situation. You were not responsible for someone else's actions, but yet you're taking on that pain and that responsibility as if you were. You're trying to create a plan in your head, or trying to come up with an idea on how to fix this situation, how to get back together, how to reconcile with this person, how to get them to call you, or what you can say to have an excuse if you call them. What'll be an excuse that won't actually make you look like, you're being weak. You're so afraid, Cancer, of being weak or showing weakness in a situation. Or this could be your partner. Your partner could be afraid to come back or afraid to contact you because they don't want to show weakness. Even though you or them both know that the situation has been toxic for a long time. The situation has not been beneficial to you for your health, for your emotional health, for any of that. And it's, even your mental health has been strained, exhausted over a situation. I pick up a lot of fire, water, and air all around this sign of Cancer. Some earth, but mostly the fire, water, and air. It feels like this is a person that is truly, meant to be, or meant to have crossed your path. Let me put it that way. This is a person who is there for majority of you to teach you a lesson of some sort. There is definitely a lesson of some sort that is meant to be learned through this situation. This relationship can be saved. True, it can. For most of you. Not all of you, but majority of you watching. This can be rectified or reversed, this negative energy. But somebody, either you or them, meaning you or your partner, is protecting their heart. Somebody is definitely looking at other issues from their past and comparing is what we shouldn't do, but comparing one partner to another. And so you're afraid to step forward. That's a lot that had to do too with the situation that was about you guys breaking up in the first place. A lot of you were working on the energy from a past partner. So not this most recent current partner, but someone before that. And that's either you or your partner. Someone had been scorned so much in the past that they feel they had no other choice unconsciously, like they didn't even realize that they were doing this because it was kind of happening so easily because you were so used to a previous relationship that was filled with narcissistic behavior, the lies, the cheating, everything, and you're wondering, why do I keep going down the same path? or your partner's wondering, why do I keep going down the same path? But please know that, you know, you have to use caution when you're dealing with somebody who is a narcissist. When you know that you're dealing with somebody who is a narcissist, that is a person who creates issues or problems, makes unwanted choices or decisions, and yet the only person that's going to pay the consequences for those is you, not them. They're not owning that. They're blaming you for everything that occurs. If they cheat, it's your fault. If they lie to you, it's because you don't allow me to tell you the truth because you overreact or you get upset or I got to deal with this and that and all the rah-rah. They find a way to make you feel like you've done something wrong. This is totally not good. They take no blame, no shame, and responsibility for their actions. Spirit is saying for you to reconsider wanting to mend this. Spirit's also saying that, you're trying to mend this relationship, this situation, and yet you know that history is going to repeat itself. Cancers, you've been down this road before, even with this same person. This is not new. This is definitely a rerun, a repeat of the show here. It's just a rerun or repeat of life's show. And it's saying that, Cancerians, you know that there was a third party. Some of you didn't really know that it was a third party. Some of you don't even know what happened. A lot of you, and I feel like your story is that everything was fine. We went out, we did this, we did that, we had a great time, we spent the whole weekend together, and then next thing I know, they ghosted. They're gone. There's nothing left. You don't even know what happened. You're like, what is going on? They're not contacting you. They're not on social media. They've got you blocked. All of a sudden, it's like almost like this is another life happening here. Like, you don't understand. Like, how can you be in my life and be so strong to me, be intimate with me, laugh, joke, have fun, and yet you disappeared. You're gone. Is it over that fast? And it's like this happened before, whether it's 3 months ago or 6 months ago, the same similar thing happened. Everything was all good, everything was on point, and then they're gone again. I also get that, let me check my notes that my grandma gave me before I did this video, and she's saying that either they couldn't meet up with you or they said they were going to and you waited to hear from them and they never showed up again. Some of you did have a contact with them since this happened. It was very brief, but they were giving you a lot of excuses. Either I couldn't come because I'm working, I couldn't come because I had to go take care of my mother or my father who was ill, or I had to go out of town for a job or whatever. But you and I both know that it's bullshit. You know that they're trying to just bide their time. They're trying to get you to stay still, hold on for a bit, relax, lay back. That's what it feels like they're trying to do. But Cancers, you know this is BS. You just know it. So some time will have passed without talking to them. Once that time has come between 3 and 4, so that's either 3 weeks, 3 months, 4 weeks, 4 months. So somewhere between 3 and 4 is when you will finally get that response from your partner. You are still hoping for them to contact you. You are still missing them greatly. Even though some of you know you're dealing with a narcissist. Some of you know the way you're being treated is not fair. Some of you know this is toxic. It's toxic. But at the same time, you can't stop yourself from thinking about them or wanting to be with them. You desire them, you crave them, you just don't know how to let it go. You don't know how to walk away from it. You know, it's someone that you have never encountered before, in this way, in this mannerism. Your last partner you were able to walk away from and end it. This partner, you don't know what's going on because you just can't seem to stop. It's like an addiction. You can't seem to stop it. But there is a choice coming. Cancerians, there's a choice coming for you between two things or two people. You or your partner has a choice either between you and someone else, or you have a choice between your partner and someone else. Somebody is afraid to let go of this connection. Somebody fears being alone. Somebody fears that, I'm never going to find somebody else. Somebody fears that, you think you're letting go your twin flame, or you think you're letting go of somebody who's, great for marriage for you, but yet they're not on that page with you. They are not on that page. They're not thinking the same way you are. You're adding so much more into it. You have developed like a screenplay where this is, supposed to work out this way, and this is how they acted. And, you turn, if the volume is on 3 of the situation, of even out having fun, you turn it up to 9 and make it as if it was even better than what it really was. Some of you, because in your mind you're creating what you want it to be. You have to understand the difference. Sometimes you lose touch with reality that way, where you're trying to make something work so bad that you're convincing your mind that it's more than what it actually is. So be careful of that. But somebody is going to make a choice between two things or two people. And for some of you, that's going to result in losing your partner, or you walking away from your partner, or them walking away from you. And for some, it is going to be either you choosing to stay in and try to make this work yet. Some of you are definitely going to try to make this work. One way or the other, you are going to have a positive outcome with this. No matter which way this turns, no matter which way the world turns, the bottle spins, it doesn't matter. One way or the other, you are going to win through this situation. You will be victorious. What I mean by that is, if your partner decides to stay with you, or you decide to stay with this partner, you will work through all these bumps and obstacles. You will make it work. If you decide to walk away from this person, or they decide to walk away from you, no problem. Yes, you'll deal with some pain and heartache. That's part of life, right? That's what we do. Sometimes we love and we lose. Sometimes, that's just the way the game goes. But for all shits and giggles here, the truth is that you will be okay. You will find someone else, and when you release something that's toxic, the universe, the universe then repays you back for that. In other words, it is like a reward system. It is a pat on the back that you made a good choice, you made a good decision. So the universe will reward you. It will reward you and make you feel so much better. So Cancerians, keep your head up. Although there is a lot of rocky, shifty, wavy, bumpy waters, and there are some rip currents that you need to be careful of and avoid. In this water gets choppy at times. The waves get really high sometimes, but you can ride those waves, and you can ride them out all the way to the land and be able to stand up on your own 2 feet. You can do that if you're willing to put that work in. Your partner also has to be willing to put that work in. It cannot be one-sided, please. And one-sided won't work for anything. You can't, the teeter-totters, that go up and down, one person's on each side. Can't ride it if you're only one person on there. It doesn't go, because you'll be sitting and it'll be down like this. So you need somebody else to sit on it too, to balance it out, so that you can have it this way and rocking this way. If you don't have the seesaw, or if you don't have that working in a balanced way, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. You both have to be able to put in the same amount of work. You both have to have the same goals and desires. And for those of you who are breaking up and not getting back together, that is because your common element, your main goal, your balance is not the same. Your ideas, your visions, nothing is the same. Although you're trying to put that square peg into a round hole, it is not going to work. You can shove it in there, bang it in with a hammer, a sledgehammer, whatever. It's not going to work. You'll bust the whole foundation while you're hitting it to try to push it in there before it will work. um, I do feel like those of you that are stuck in this situation, you will finally decide to walk away from your partner. That is coming. You are going to finally decide that, I just can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I really, really, I, I have almost nothing left to give. You know, and now you need to replenish yourself. You need to now focus on you. And that's what this whole reading and the point is about, is to, you're always trying to please everybody else, Cancer. It's time to please yourself. You're always forgetting about you. You're always the last one to get any benefit of anything. You reap no rewards where you are concerned, but you make sure that everybody else gets what they need. That's not good. But sooner or later, you're finally just going to say, I'm done. I'm done, and I just can't do this anymore. So a lot of you Cancers that are dealing, like I said, with all the different signs, and again, whether that's, water, air, fire, and as I said, some earth as well, but you are finally finished. You're finally going to step back from the situation and decide to let it go. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. Don't think you're going to stay alone, because that's not true. Don't think you'll never get married now. That's not true. Don't settle. That's the biggest thing that Spirit tells me to tell you, Cancer, is stop settling for less than you feel you deserve. Stop settling for less. The sky is the limit. Your star is up there, and it is shining down directly on you, right here. Right here. It's shining down on you. It's sending blessings your way. Your intuition is getting sharpened. Sharpened like a real pointy knife. Sharpened. So listen to it. Listen to your intuition. It has so many messages for you. Spirit is trying to send you messages. Some of you are seeing the numbers 1111, 777, 444, 1010, 1010. A lot of you are seeing 555. When you see these numbers, they all have different meanings. They are all trying to tell you something. There's also different visions that you see, different songs on the radio, things that you hear. Don't get caught up in the songs that are emotional and bringing you down. Oh, my man left me, my dog ran away from home, and, I got kicked out of school. Or, look, don't do the pity party. Do not do the pity party. Stay out of that. Because if you allow yourself to get into that feel sorry for me pity party shit, you're going to be stuck for a while. And then you're going to bring other issues into this equation that you don't need, okay? So Cancers, you guys are super strong. You have a whole lot of love to give. And if who you're with doesn't want your love, move on, because there's someone else who does and who's going to reciprocate that love back to you. So be prepared, Cancer. I was so happy to do your reading to let you know that either way, Cancers will be victorious throughout the month of August. Believe me. But for the first 2 weeks, this is what you got. So, thank you so much, and I will get back to you soon. And hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.